Christopher J. Turner asks, how has the franchise model endured over the last 4 years of economic unrest, and where do you see the franchise going over the next 4 to 8 years? Well, that's actually a decent question, Nick. That's up your alley.
I think things that are, I don't know, at that tier in terms of what we're doing and the clientele and the cost, they don't really see huge swings in.
No, we're not subject to the.
Yeah, I experienced the same thing in 2008 when I was working in retail, and that company. I mean, 2008 was the collapse, end of the world type shit, and nothing happened. I mean, they took it as an opportunity to restructure. I lost my job, but I got rehired 8 weeks later. So anyway, point is, I mean, obviously, I think things could go better. We probably could have sold more franchises if people were more confident in the economy. And you see it now since November, we're getting daily ownership inquiries, which
since
kind of
November, the attitude here in the country has turned around quite a bit. It's very similar to what happened when Ronald Reagan took the election away from Jimmy Carter. Everybody thought, Jimmy Carter just died.
Yeah,
right.
Saw that.
100 years old. And I'll say this about Carter. Carter was a stupid guy.
Yeah.
He did a bunch of stupid things, like giving the Panama Canal away and all this shit. But Carter was a good man.
He was not evil.
He was not an evil, psychopathic piece of shit.
He was just dumb.
Like virtually everybody that's ever been a president of the United States.
I mean, the guy spent his entire life after presidency, doing
Habitat
for Humanity, all that kind of stuff.
He was a good guy. It's impossible to say that Jimmy Carter's a good guy. To not say that he's a good guy.
Yeah, right.
That's the observation that any honest person's got of Jimmy Carter. And I would, of all the U.S. presidents in my lifetime, he's the only one I would like to have sat down and eaten dinner with at my house. Because he was a good man.
So here's the question. Because he was a good man, do you think that made him an ineffective leader?
Yes. Yes, I do. I think to be the president of the United States, you had better be a psychopath, or you can't get anything done. Now, that comes along with some negative shit, right? There's baggage associated with that. Well, I mean, the Clinton presidency was a fairly effective president, just despite himself.
Yep.
You'd have to say that. But he clearly is a psychopath. I mean, how could you be married to that harridan if you were not yourself?
Well, because he was fucking everybody else but her. That's how he was married to her.
You don't understand that?
Oh, I'm not. I'm just letting you know that's how he was married to her.
Well, I'm aware of that.
That was a marriage of convenience.
But God Almighty! Oh yeah, that
combining power.
From the beginning, that's all that was.
That was just a power couple thing,
right? But anyway, no, I think that the economy is going to turn around. I think it's already starting to turn around. I don't know how quickly that's going to affect sales.
Well, we have other limitations too. Like you have to find the right franchisee. Not everybody gets to be a gym owner,
right?
So,
and the gyms.
No, that's absolutely true.
The gyms opened 1 year before COVID happened.
Yeah,
1 year before COVID happened.
Not even a year.
And they survived.
Not even a year, 6 months.
Yeah, and they survived.
And how many new franchises during that period of time did as well as we have done?
And how many old franchises fucking collapsed after that?
Well, not only that, but Ray and Luke managed to sell a couple franchises during
it. Yeah,
during all that insanity.
Fuck, that's impressive.
Yeah, it just speaks to the.
No,
to what we have going on here. You know,
the franchise model is. We're never going to be as busy as a Globo Gym, but we don't want to be as busy as a Globo Gym. We want to be a high markup, high value asset that makes more money per capita than does the Globo Gym model.
well, there's so many parallels to just training in general because the approach is slow, steady, you know, sustainable, slow,
Right.
steady, sustainable, and
And that doesn't
it's worked
appeal
well
to
so far.
everybody.
It doesn't. Nope.
Doesn't appeal to everybody. Not everybody that comes in a gym wants to squat, press, bench press, deadlift, and power clean, which is basically all we do. We're selling progress, not variety. And most people want to walk into an exercise floor filled with shiny machines they don't understand. And that's not what we do. And as a result, we're never going to have that kind of foot traffic, but we don't need it. Right. Join us this week for Starting Strength Radio. Join us again this week for Starting Strength Radio because this week, well, we were just discussing this. This is going to be the best paper Q&A that we have ever done. The very best one we've ever done. And I know
It's hard to believe.
I'm excited to see it, even though I've already, done it. But I'm excited to see it, and I know that you'll be excited too. So join us this week, right here on Starting Strength Radio.